All right, thank you very much. This is a group presentation for Group 4, consisting of members Akelo Pauline, Amuke Felicity, Ogwal Bernard, Aweri Isaac, and Samuel Olweng. Yeah, we have this chosen the organization of choice as Lira District Local Government. Can you have the next slide? So the vision statements is to have a democratic and progressive society in a sustainable environment. The mission statement is to build and maintain a democratic, prosperous society in the sustainable environment. These are some of the departments: education, finance and administration, health, production and natural resources, community-based services, and planning. So can we have the next slide? So the department that we are to look at is the Department of Works and Technical Services. And this department is responsible for maintenance of community and feeder roads, maintenance of government buildings, rehabilitation and construction of public infrastructure like roads and bridges, supply of water, safe water, sanitation, and improvements in rural communities, maintenance of vehicles, plants, and road equipment. Over to the next discussant, that is Akelo Pauline. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother Isaac. We're looking at rural water supply and sanitation as our program. This is a 5-year program, and the program will be implemented from 2022 to 2026 with the funding from World Bank through the central government to support the poor people living in the rural community who hardly have access to safe water and sanitation. The goal of this project, of this program, is to contribute to improved access to safe drinking water supply, hygiene, sanitation in rural area of Lira district from 65% to 85% for water supply, and then from 50% to 75% for sanitation and hygiene by the end of 2026. The objective is to increase access to water services and promotion of sanitation and hygiene practices in 200 households, and to reduce the incidence of water and sanitation related diseases from 50% to 15% through sustainable safe water, sanitation and hygiene practices. To promote integrated water resource management at the village level with focus on maintaining quantity and quality of water supply, and also to reduce open defecation through strengthening institutions, building capacity, and employing community-based participatory approaches. Allow me to welcome our next presenter. Take us through the next slide. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much, Pauline, for the presentation. So to achieve the mentioned, the above series of activities and the resources that will be required to meet the objectives above. So the first activity will be to carry out needs assessment and prioritization. Here, the resources that will be required will be a vehicle, sub-county and district team, fuel, and the local leaders. The next activity will be community trainings on hygiene and sanitation. The resources required will be for a contractor. This will be contracted out. Fuel, we have vehicles, then the supervision team and allowances. We have spring protection. This will be contracted out also. Then we need fuel, vehicles, and the supervision team. The next activity that the department has planned is shallow well construction. This will be contracted out as well. The resources required are for fuel, allowances, and a supervision team. We have construction of 5 stances of Brenner boiler trains on at health and schools. This will be contracted out. We need resources like fuel, vehicles, allowances, and a supervision team. The next activity will be supply of 100 liter plastic hand washing facilities for that. This will be support to health centers and schools. The resources we need here are fuel. We need a supplier. This will be contracted out also, then allowances. Thank you. Over to you, Samuel.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Phyllis, for having taken us through the first 6 activities. And we'll be taking up from activity number 7 and moving forward. Pauline, can you click for us the slide, please? No, slide 8, slide 8.
Samuel, slide 8 is already projected.
Slide number 8.
It
please.
is already projected. Please go on. It's already projected, please. Can you see slide 8?
Activity 7.
It is
Activity 7.
Yes, activity
Borehole.
number 7.
Okay, please. Okay.
Borehole drilling is our activity number 7 as a department, and the resources we require is the district team members, the vehicles, and some stationaries. We have activity number 8, formation and training of water user committee. These are ground committees, and the resources we require there are the vehicles, stationaries, allowances, fuel, and then the district stroke sub-county team. We have training of hand-pump mechanics to support the maintenance of the water systems, and the resources we require there. We have the vehicles, we have stationaries, we have allowances, we also have fuel, and then we have the technical support team from the district and sub-county. Yes, we move to 10. Scroll down. Yes, so activity number 10. Activity number 10, we have construction of mini piped water in the trading centers. We require the contractor, the fuel, vehicle, and supervision team has the resources key to help us complete this. As we move on, activity number 11, we have the borehole rehabilitation. We require the contractor, require fuel, vehicle, and a supervision team from the district and from the sub-county. Scroll down, let's look at activity number 12. Yes, activity number 12, we have monitoring and evaluation to help us track the progress of this construction work, plus the entire activities, how they're moving on according to the timelines and other resources that have been allocated to them. We have fuel to support the movement, the vehicle, and the supervision team. So these are the activities that have taken us through from number 6 to 7. May I take this opportunity to welcome the next discussant and a presenter, Bernard. Bernard, over to you. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Samuel. Thank you, team member. The next presentation, we shall look at the procurement plan. Now, this procurement plan, it's covering, it's for 1 year. That is for financial year 2022-2023. As it was stated in the goal above, this program of ours is for 5 years. That is running from 2022 to 2026, of which is going to be divided into phases. So the first year of implementation, this is the plan. In this table, we have the number, we have the subject of procurement, we have the budget code for each subject of procurement, the quantity, the unit quantity, we have the estimated unit cost for each subject of procurement, we have the estimated cost, we have the source of funding, we have the category of works, of procurement, the method that we shall use for procurement, and then the time frame. We have divided our year, the 12 months, into 4 quarters. That is quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, and quarter 4, that all these activities shall be implemented in. The first one, we shall have the supply of stationery, which has its budget code as 45104. The unit cost of this shall be 12 million, and the total that will take will be 12 million. We expect it to be funded to the local revenue and the category of procurement goods, standard goods, and this and shall be implemented in the first quarter. The second one shall be construction of 2 mini piped water systems in selected trading centers, and each unit shall cost 180 million, giving us a total of 360 million. It shall be funded through DDEC, and the categories it's falling under works. We shall use open domestic bidding, and the time frame, this one shall be implemented in the